All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so the crypto market is crashing. Crypto market is crashing. Is the bull market over? That's what everybody's talking about. Is the bull market over? The answer is no. The bull market is not over. Um, and that's not what everybody's talking about, but everybody's panicking and things like that. And you see the people on crypto Twitter, taking the opportunity to throw some fear, uncertainty, and doubt, some FUD into the space. And a lot of those people just hold on to their positions. They're actually really bullish. For those people that don't know, the people on crypto Twitter mostly are bullish, or they either lost a lot of money and they don't want you to make any money, so they're always on Twitter talking about how something is not going to go to this price or the max, right? You hear that terminology used a lot. Oh, this is the max a coin is going to go. And I'm not sure why people do that, because if I'm not invested in something, I'm not going to be talking about it all day, right? So that's the red flag number one. If somebody's talking about something all day, they're probably most likely interested in it, right? I'm not going to be talking about a coin and saying it's going to go to zero each and every day if I'm not invested in it, right? I only pay attention. Well, I can't say I only pay attention to things I invest in. I try to pay attention to the whole space, but I'm not going to be commenting and saying things are going to zero and so on and so forth. But yeah, I don't think the crypto bull market is over. I think it's just beginning. And honestly, this is a good time to dollar cost average into your favorite coins. Again, we said this before. You don't want to buy things when they're high. You want to buy things when they're low, right? It doesn't make any sense to, purchase things when they're high. So right now, if you have any favorite coins that you like, they are on discount, right? So let me share my screen so we can look at the prices. Let me share my screen so we can look at the prices. All right. So yeah, actually BTC went back up. I think it was at like 92 or 90. Yeah, 92. And look how quick it bounces back up. I just told you guys, don't get emotional. When it comes to crypto, when it comes to any type of investing, you can't get emotional. You can't say, "Oh, it's crashing today, it's going to zero," right? That's how people are. It crashes a little bit and they get worried, but you need to zoom out, right? Look at this beautiful chart. If you look at this chart, it just looks like it's on the way up. And again, you got to remember, the year after the halvening is the most bullish year, and you'd be a fool, in my opinion, to sell any of your position. If you should be doing one of two things. One, you should be either buying into your favorite altcoins or buying into BTC or whatever you're invested in, or two, just holding on to your position. You should not be selling anything, right? Unless you bought all the way down here, and you're trying to take profit. But again, I wouldn't even be doing that, right? You should be taking profit on upswings and not downswings. So, you know, BTC for me is going to keep going up. Now, obviously, it's just not a straight line. You got to remember that. Even with any stock, you see it in Tesla, you see it in Nvidia, you see it in Palantir, you see it in BTC. I mean, look at the chart right here. Nothing's just straight up and down, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if you guys remember through this whole period right here where we were consolidating. And before we did this parabolic move from 55 all the way to 95, people were trashing BTC. People were saying, oh, it's not going to go to 100K. We're never going to go to 100K. And then shortly after, we went to 100K, right? And people say that on every dip. So I wouldn't be really paying attention to what people are saying on the media. They're going to be saying BTC is going to be going to zero. I guarantee you, once we even reach $1 million BTC, which I think we're going to get that in the next, 3 to 4 years. I think BTC will be at $1 million. You're going to see people saying it's going to zero. And again, a lot of the times when people say that is because they missed out, right? It's sorry to say, but a lot of people just missed out on the boat when they could have bought in, but they didn't. They just, they keep missing the opportunity. And even at these prices, I think it's a really good opportunity, right? if BTC, when BTC goes to a million, that's a 10x from these prices. But, in hindsight or in the moment, people don't want to buy at 95,000. They think it's way too much money, right? People thought it was way too much at 50. People thought it was way too much at 20. People thought it was way too much at $1,000 back in 2017. I'm pretty sure they thought it was way too much back in 2013 when you were able to buy BTC for $10 on Coinbase, right? They probably thought it was too much. And they're going to keep thinking it's too much, right? But you can't keep missing out on opportunities. You got to focus, and you need to make sure you're buying things at a discount. And that's the only way you're going to make money. All right, so let's keep looking. Ethereum has yet to break its all-time highs, and I think that's going to be coming pretty soon. And one of the indicators is people are just very bearish on Ethereum this time around, which is surprising. You got to remember, Ethereum has the most developers in the space, and I think a lot of people forget this, right? You do have Solana coming on, taking the spotlight. You do have Sui, you do have Avalanche, and those are really good projects. But remember, Ethereum has all the developers, or most of the developers. People develop the most on Ethereum today, right? As far as smart contracts go. I'm not sure if they're ahead of BTC, but they're either number 2 or number 1, right? So you got to remember that. And then also Ethereum is the only coin that has a spot ETF besides Bitcoin. And we saw what that did to BTC's price, right? Now, it did lag, and actually that's a good indicator or reference to use. When BTC got its spot ETF back in January, I think it was January, the beginning of 2024, it took like 2 to 3 months before we saw that parabolic move, right? And 100K didn't come until, a few months after that. So you need to let things kick in. You need to let FOMO kick in, especially from institutional investors, before you see any price increase. So you got to be patient, but the chart looks beautiful. If you look at this chart, I mean, going into a bull run, especially the most bullish year for crypto, the year after the halving, this chart is just amazing, right? You have a breakout, a breakout here, consolidation, and, going for another breakout again. So I think 8,000 to 10,000 is still in the cards for Ethereum, and possibly go a lot higher. I think it's probably going to surprise people how high. I think people are just inundated with all the other layer ones that are in the space, which rightfully so, right? I think Solana is going to be taking some of that steam off of Ethereum. If there wasn't any Solana, like let's say Solana didn't exist, I probably think Ethereum would be at 5,000 to 6,000 right now. And not only Ethereum, you do have things like Avalanche. I think Avalanche is going to be it's a sleeper right now. But I think, Solana right now is cheap. It's way off from, that 250, the all-time highs. So, if you like Solana, it's a good time to average into that. But I do think Avalanche is going to be a real sleeper in this bull run. I like the chart for this too. There's just been a lot of good consolidation. Right, a lot of good consolidation. I think, it does break its all-time highs this cycle, and it goes a lot higher. But again, not financial advice. Now, the sector that everybody should be paying attention to, you shouldn't be jumping into it too crazy, but you should be paying attention to is the AI sector. And I've always been talking about the AI sector. It's going to be one of those sectors that, and again, I'm going to share my screen again. Give me a sec. I'm going to pull something up. Crypto Slate. And let me share my screen again. Boom. All right, so the AI sector is 36. It was just 43 billion the other day. If you tuned into the live stream, you saw that it was 43 billion the other day. It's only 36. And I said, put it into perspective. This is the biggest sector in crypto right now, in all spaces, right? AI is just a thing, but specifically crypto, AI is the next DeFi, right? And I said to look at Dogecoin's market cap. The market cap of Dogecoin is 50 billion, and the whole market cap of AI crypto is 36. It's definitely so undervalued right now. All right. Hey, Antonio, what's up? You say, hello, man. For once, give me some financial advice. What is your top mainstream coin this bull run? I can't give financial advice, right? But, um, one of a lot of the coins that I'm looking at are I'm not going to give a specific name, but it's on this list. Let's just put it like this, right? Um, the coins that the coins that provide decentralized GPU power are the coins that are one of the coins that I'm in is that one. Actually, the only coin I'm in, which you should be diversified. Well, I mean, let me go back on that. I don't think diversification is the best thing to do, specifically in crypto. Specifically, if you know what sector is going to do the best. Now, you could do a basket of these projects, which could work out, but I think it's very apparent now. What are going to be the top decentralized GPU plays? I'll give you one. Render is one of those, right? Render is one of those. I'm not in Render, but it's just an example of a decentralized GPU. Now, it is not open source. That's why I don't really like Render too much. But Alex Becker does talk about a lot of these AI coins, right? Now, I don't recommend. You got to do your own research and stuff like that. But I think if you look at the top decentralized GPU coins, I think if you do your research and pick one of those, I think you'll do pretty good. And also the AI agent coin. So there's one called Virtuals, right here. This one is like the top AI agent one. Now this one's not on any main exchange right now. So I think you have to, if you do buy it, it has to be through. I don't know if it's on. I think it's on Base, right? So either Base. There's a lot, man. You got to do the research. And that's what I said. Mind if I ask what is this specific coin? I will do my research, I promise. I can't give specific coins, but there are coins. I can't get the reason why I don't give specific coins is because, people tend to follow, right? And I know you say you're going to do your own research and stuff like that, and that's fine. But I gave a good hint, right? Render is the top coin in that, not top coin, but it's one of the top coins in that space. And I think Render will do well, right? But check out, if you haven't checked out Alex Becker's AI. I'm not sure if you guys watch him, but he goes over a list too. There's a bunch there. But to be honest, if you're within like the top 5 to top 10 coins in the AI space, I think you're going to do well, right? I think you're going to do well. In that, but I think Virtual BitTensor is another one. BitTensor, I think is it's about, my battery's about to run out. Hold on. Yeah, BitTensor is one. But yeah, I think you if you go to Crypto Slate, right, and start here. I would say start with the first 20 here. Right now, obviously, the higher the market cap, the the less, it's not necessarily, but usually the lower the market cap, the more upside it has. So I don't like to pick something with too low of a market cap and too high of a market cap. But again, you got to do your research. Also, that's why I also recommend you guys getting into some newsletters that provide updates and stuff like that. There's some good newsletters out there. There's good YouTube channels. My channel is not specifically on crypto, but I do talk about crypto a lot because I'm solely invested in crypto. And, the space for me, internet computer for me, I didn't like the chart. So ICP, it's at 5 billion, right? So you got to look at it. The chart looks terrible in my opinion. I think it'll do decent, right? I honestly think all these coins will do okay. But you know, for it to break 428 or break its all-time highs, I mean, that's going to be a stretch, but you know, it potentially could go to $100. That's a 10x from here, and a lot of people have been talking about it. One thing I could say is the market cap and the fully diluted value are pretty close to each other, so it's not bad, but the chart doesn't look too good. So they definitely need some positive catalyst to come along and, you know, raise that price up. You know, and the bull market could do that. But ICP, I'm not sure. I would also suggest that, you know, if you have a crypto Twitter, you know, start following people in the space, right? Look at the top spaces, follow people on YouTube, specific YouTube crypto channels, and come up with your own conclusion, right? Because again, like I said before, the way you make money is through conviction, right? You need to have conviction in your play. Like I averaged in when dips like this, but a lot of people won't. You know, they're just looking at the portfolio, or you know, they wait till things go up to even start their position. And I think we're on the cuffs of, you know, a huge altcoin season. A lot of people are getting shaken out, and they think that, you know, the crypto bull market's over, or we're close to the top or something like that, and that's far from the case, right? And I think it's going to happen in Q1. I think it's going to happen in Q1. So, you know, maybe by the end of this month, we see you know, a huge reversal. And mind you, we always get dips in a bull market, you know, 10, 20, 30% dips. It happens, and those are honestly gifts. Dips are gifts. That's what Cryptos R Us guy says. Dips are a gift. Let's see what else. But yeah, here goes Render. Render's good. BitTensor. These are all AI stuff, right? AS, FAT. What else? What else? I think that's pretty much it. All right. My conclusion was I switched a lot of crypto into quantum computer stocks that I got a huge discount today. So I want to get more good crypto. My conclusion was I switched a lot of crypto into quantum. Why did you switch to quantum computing stocks? Are you trying to combat the? Do you think quantum computing is gonna break the blockchain or something like that? That's what a lot of people have been talking about. But you know, if you actually look at Ethereum's roadmap, they have, you know, they have people actually working to solve this, and I think some of the code already is quantum resistant. So I think it's going to be a long time before quantum computing can break anything. And if it breaks anything first, it wouldn't be the blockchain. It would be like banks, right? Like the bank encryption, because that's a lot easier to break than the blockchain. So I think like regular institutional people have to worry about, you know, quantum computing breaking the blockchain, breaking their bank, like breaking you know, a top tier bank or something like that before it actually breaks the blockchain. So yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I don't really follow any quantum computing stocks, so I'm not sure about that. But I was speaking about Dell. That's actually a position that I may want to build in the future. I'm not in it now, but not financial advice. But I think Dell, you know, a lot of people are sleeping on Dell. I actually made a video on Dell, a live stream. I think it was like a week or two ago. I said Dell's going to be the biggest new AI stock because Dell's actually providing a lot of foundation when it comes to like these new AI factories and stuff like that, and they have partnerships with NVIDIA. Because thanks to NVIDIA CEO today, there was a huge crush on the stock, so I got a chance to get in, and of course, it's a 10-year investment at minimum. Yeah, it's good. Well, I mean, it just depends too on what stock it is, right? You know, hopefully it's in the billions of dollars, because we got to hold it for 10 years. Hopefully it's a quality stock, right? And I think honestly, we're gonna get some type of recession towards the end of this year. So I feel like you would have to play it out in a way where you don't get into something before it crashes. So like for me, I think like Intel and Dell are at discounts right now. So if like by the end of the year, let's say we have some type of recession, and they go down a little bit more, I don't think they'll go down too much. But I can't really tell. Yeah, Dell. I think Dell's at $87 billion market cap, and I think it's going to be. I think it could easily be 400 to 500 billion in the next 3 to 5 years. Right. So it's a solid 3 to 5x. So again, if you make money in crypto, you need to look at some plays that you can hold. Right. You already made like crypto is considered like fast money, so you need to protect those gains and put it in something that can grow slowly over the next year. So, ETF, or a solid company like Intel or Dell, you can look into and see if that works for you. All right, I think that got a huge chunk of Intel too, trying to get the best company on discount at the moment. Yeah, Intel is at a huge discount. Let's see what price it's at. Oh, Intel right there. It's at 1918. When it was at 25 bucks, the only thing that happened with Intel was that, they let go of the CEO, and which before he was CEO, he was like a engineer for the company. So he's been there for a while. So they did lose a good asset, but the board ousted him. So I'm pretty sure, that just means they care about the company and they want to get a better, I guess, a better CEO than what he was, because I guess they weren't hitting numbers and stuff like that. So he got voted off the company. But yeah, Intel. I think Intel's at a good price too. All right, that's pretty much it. I don't think the crypto bull market is over. I think it's just beginning. And if you guys are watching, please hit the like button, subscribe. Please hit the like button, subscribe. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to buy the dip. I think it's an opportunity to, just hold on to your position if you don't have any money. That's pretty much it. Take care. Yep, Intel is a good stock. Peace out, guys.